Howdy. They asked me to tell y'all about a little project we just wrapped up here in San Antonio. They call it Fiesta, Texas. Nothing fancy, just the darndest theme park built in America in the last 20 years. Got its own Mexican village.
Ready to rock. No, as you were saying.
Oh, okay. The movie Splice with Adrian Brody. Mm-hmm. You've seen it? Mm-hmm. I had never seen it until I met my... Oh, you haven't seen it?
I have not seen it.
Oh, you have not seen it? Okay, you're a fucking liar. So anyway, no, I had not seen it until I met the lady, and she showed it to me. And I was like, "Oh wow, you've never? Do you mind if I like spoil it a little bit for you?"
I don't give a hoot.
Dude,
I forgot about that movie till 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, so Splice with Adrian Brody.
Yeah,
it's literally about there's a scientist. Okay, and this is from what I remember. I don't remember exactly, all the ins and outs. There are two scientists, and they're like creating life or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like human DNA with like animal DNA or like alien. I don't remember, but anyway, the point is they create this being named Dren, and she's like, or it is like part human, part like whatever other type of weird genetic mutation she is. But anyway, they create this life, and it's about them kind of having to hide it because they weren't supposed to have like kept Dren, is what I remember. So they made this life, and whatever lab they're working with, whatever government they're working with, they weren't supposed to keep it, is what I remember. So like they're raising this creature that they created in a lab. Where do you think that movie goes?
Where do you think that movie goes?
Yeah, they create life in a lab. They create this being in a lab, and Adrian Brody and this other doctor are like raising this being.
Somebody comes and tries to take the being away. They got to run away, hide the being somewhere,
protect
it. Right.
The being maybe gets powerful, fights against the government. Yeah, there's a whole thing that comes out, and they're like, "Dren, you got to stop. You can't."
I mean, this whole concept is just insane anyway. So honestly.
But like you would imagine it going somewhere like that, right?
Sure, a more predictable route.
Adrian Brody fucks it.
Really? He has sex with it?
He has sex with it.
His own creation?
His own creation.
Oh, wow.
Like he has sex with it. And I don't remember if he shares DNA with it. I don't know. A little fuzzy. I don't remember the movie fully, but like I remember watching it and being like, "Oh, it's gonna be like that. Like the government's gonna come looking for this being. They're gonna have a standoff." He fucks the thing, and then the female doctor. Mm-hmm. I think also fucks it because it's like a girl thing. Like it's like a girl being, but then it's
like that boxer from the Olympics has both parts.
Kind of. Well,
something like that, right?
I got a brand to protect.
Oh my God.
So anyway, like this thing, like I guess it's gender fluid, and all of a sudden turns into like a dude, and then fucks the other doctor. I think is what happened. Something like that. It's really weird, but it wasn't where I expected that movie to go.
No, not at all. I mean, that's weirdo shit. But one thing that I do appreciate is a movie that is unpredictable. It's funny enough. My lady and I were having this conversation, 2 days ago, about how the M. Night movie came out that I'm so looking forward to. What is it?
Trapped
or whatever. Trapped or whatever. It got shit reviews, right?
Yes.
I am still excited about seeing that movie, right? Because these days you have two types of bad movies. You have bad M. Night style movies where at least you're getting an original concept.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
You still don't know what you're going to see. It's fun. It's different, but it's bad. Old school shit.
It's bad, but they're at least presenting something
that
is new, not a sequel, not a remake.
Exactly. Versus bad in 2024, which is generic, cash grab, predictable story, shitty actors, like high budget but empty feeling fucking film, and you're kind of just watching your clock, watching the clock the whole time, waiting for it to be over because you know how it's gonna go.
You know who? Because you're on that, right? Or I'm sorry, y'all were having the conversation, but oh, y'all were just having the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was a grander point. I didn't want to interrupt.
No.
Well, no, but you're talking about that. Do you have anyone that kind of like in the vein of M. Night that like you used to expect a lot from, and now they've just completely fallen from grace in your eyes as far as like filmmaking, movies and stuff? You know, like, you know, some people I feel like would say M. Night. Like, you know, like I feel like a lot of people would be like, used to really enjoy his stuff. Now it's kind of, you know, to the point where I'm not even excited.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody like that that's not M. Night that you can think of?
That's generic. I mean, Michael Bay.
Really?
Michael Bay was the king of what you were talking about, I think our first or second episode back, creating a feeling where you watch it, you're hyped up, you want to go do something afterwards. You know, with the whole Bad Boys thing, he did a lot of like dope shit. But later on, it just became more about cash grabs, and he was more focused on where to put an ad in a movie as opposed to how good the movie's going to be.
That's true.
You know,
I'll give it to him though. I think that's just a good businessman, a good businessman in the realm of movies.
He is for sure, but you know, good business and good movies sometimes don't mix that well.
That's true. That's true. And sometimes they can.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, but more often than not, they don't.
Yeah.
For me, it's Dwayne Johnson.
He's not a director though.
No, I didn't mean director. I just meant like
in general.
In general. Sorry.
Okay, that makes it a little easier.
Yeah,
Okay, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. I feel like he used to be attached to projects, and I used to be like, hell yeah, it's gonna slap. And I feel like Black Adam. I feel like ever since Black Adam, he hyped that up so much.
Wow.
And it was just not good.
That's a good run.
To this day, I have not finished watching Black Adam.
Oh, no shit.
I've tried to watch it like 3 times, and I just cannot finish it.
Yeah, I think my lady refused to watch that movie or some shit, so I ended up going alone to see it. So
yeah,
I was just
you
walk
liked
out.
it enough, right? Or you thought it was okay? I don't remember.
No, it was one of those movies, like the latter half of the bad movies I was talking about, where it's like predictable, boring, uninteresting, massive budget, but nothing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that movie was. I will say.
Tell me.
If you've seen the movie and you saw it in theaters, I think it's one of the best post-credit scenes that I've ever seen.
Yes. I didn't
shit
finish the movie, but I did watch the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that shit really well, and it was so good that I was completely turned off by the movie and had no intentions of ever seeing Black Adam anything. And I watched that post-credit scene and I was actually excited.
You're like, oh shit, I want him to come back.
Yeah.
Which sucks if you don't know the post-credit scene of Black Adam. Henry Cavill Superman shows up.
Right, and the lore behind it adds to it now.
Exactly.
You know, and what could have been.
Yeah, and then nothing happened with it.
Right.
That would have been like I think that's such a cool after credit scene. But see, I feel like, especially being someone who likes Marvel movies, I've seen enough bad Marvel movies with really cool after credit scenes that nothing comes from it. That even back then I was like, fuck. Nothing's gonna happen with that. Like,
yeah, what the fuck was up with that, dude? Just random post-credit scenes that led to nowhere.
I don't fucking know, dude. But Dwayne Johnson, like now, like, you know, they're making a Monster Trucks movie that just got announced at Disney or at D23.
Like animated monster trucks.
I don't know if it's animated, if it's real, like live action, whatever. But they announced the movie, and I was so excited when I first saw that it was a monster truck movie because my kid likes monster trucks.
That's awesome.
And then I saw Dwayne Johnson's attached to it, and I was like, fuck.
Come on, for your kid.
I just feel like Dwayne Johnson. No, I get it. But like, I just feel like Dwayne Johnson has a thing, and it's kind of hard to say because they're movie stars, right? But like, I feel like Dwayne Johnson makes everything about himself in a bad way.
No, dude, he is. Yeah. Actually, he is out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
He's out of his mind.
I agree.
I mean, we all know now about the clause in his contract to where if he has an on-screen performance, whether it's the TV screen or the movie screen, he can't lose a fight.
That's wild.
Right. And so
like, can you imagine if we would have gotten that Superman versus Black Adam movie?
It would have been fucking ridiculous.
Shit would have sucked.
Yeah, it would have been horrible.
Nobody would have ever gotten the upper hand because they can't let Superman lose.
Right.
And they can't let Black Adam contractually, they can't let him lose.
Exactly. It's fucking annoying when you're not battling the idea of what makes a good film. You're battling the idea of what fits in the fucking contracts, you know? And that's why like shit like Michael Bay and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's a great businessman, but it doesn't lend itself to making good movies. He's more concerned with his fucking pockets at this point.
That's true, so apparent, dude. One of my like movie theater experiences where there's not very often that I've actually wanted to walk out of a movie.
Oh man, I yearn for the day, dude.
Yeah. Ooh, I yearn for the day. I've never walked out. I still to this day I've never walked out of a movie. But Transformers 4, I think, was the one that I came the closest
Let me hear it,
to
man.
walking out of it.
Transformers 4. When did that come out? Give me a year.
Transformers 4. Oh fuck! I saw it with Spencer. That would have been like, God,
2017 was it?
2016, 2017. I feel like.
Oh, we were still doing break time. Yes, we
Were we?
We had just started it.
Oh, look
I
it
told
up.
a
Look
story.
it up. Or it's Transformers: Age of Extinction. I think is what it's called.
I told a story about how Isaac and I almost got into a fist fight with another couple because we were laughing in the movie at how bad it was. Like we couldn't control our laughter, and the couple next to us like shushed us and shit, and we let it go. But got outside the theater and they were still talking shit. We didn't say anything because they were an older couple, fucking like 50s. We weren't gonna do shit, but the wives were getting really, really aggressive, and the husbands were looking like very uncomfortable. You know, like their lady was about to get them into some shit. Luckily, we weren't some drunk, rambunctious, 20-something-year-olds. We were pretty chill, but yeah, they were looking to start some fucking trouble because we ruined their Transformers. But it was the one you're talking about, and that was 2017.
Dude, I just so two things that happened that I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
When Mark Wahlberg they were in like Japan or like, fuck, I don't know if it sounds rude, but they were like in Japan or like an Asian country. I just remember that there was it was a town, just Asian people. It was not America.
Right.
And he's fighting a guy, Mark Wahlberg, like they're like these agents that are chasing him. They're part of the bad guys. And they're in an apartment building that they're running through. And they're in someone's apartment. And there's this couple there, like they're scared because Mark Wahlberg and these other guy like fighting each other in their apartment. And Mark Wahlberg, there's like a shrine to their son who happened to play football.
Yeah.
In a and I'm not saying football is in other places.
But come on.
Yeah.
Go join a fucking cricket league here in Texas. See how easy that is.
Exactly. So he grabs the football, Mark Wahlberg, throws it at the bad guy. The bad guy gets hit with the football, falls out the window.
Yeah.
And he falls out the window like it's clearly green. Yeah, like the green screen.
Dude, that was horrible, man.
I remember I saw that and I looked at Spencer and I was like, I'm going to leave.
You should have left.
I'm going to fucking go. And Spencer goes, no, you can't. You can't go, bro. Come on. It's almost. He's like, it's the last fight scene, bro. No, come on. What's that? And I was like, fuck, I want to leave, bro. That was a and I've never seen a movie where like I was like, oh, I want to leave. That was just, it was bad.
Yeah.
But so then the next thing that happened was he was like in a rocket or something. And was it that same movie? I think so.
Real quick, not to interrupt, to add to your point, it was a country in Asia. It was not some Americanized country like South Korea, what have you, Japan even.
No.
It was fucking China. They were in China.
Yeah, they're passing by people playing that fucking game with the goddamn fucking what
finger thing?
No, what's the game that they play with those things that you knock over and they go tick, 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 tick.
Dominoes?
Yeah, there you go. It's that domino game looking thing.
I don't know.
Do you see?
Is that like a Chinese game or something?
You see like Crazy Rich Asians where they're playing that game with the fuck? I don't know.
I gotta get up on my Chinese.
The three people
brother.
watching this, someone's gonna know. But anyway,
yeah.
So no, like they're playing like stereotypical
Chinese games, right?
Japanese, whatever it was. I feel so bad, I don't remember, but they're doing that shit. And then there's another part where like he falls out of the sky from like a Transformers rocket or spaceship or some shit, and he falls down in this city that I think now is in New York, or maybe it was the second one, Mark Wahlberg. I might be misremembering, but I just remember seeing the other one where he hits the ground, he gets out of this spaceship, and it's like a Bud Light can, and the guy's yelling at him like, "You just hit my car with your fucking Transformers spaceship," and Mark Wahlberg's like, "Hey, buddy, you gonna bother me? You gonna bother me? What do you mean? What do you mean?" And he picks up this Bud Light label out, smacks it on the car, opens it. There's the foam going everywhere, and he goes, "What is that?" And I was like, "What was that,
dude?" Yeah, who the fuck argues like that? That's not. Yeah.
Like if somebody fell from space, and hit my car, I wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, man, my insurance ain't gonna cover this." Like I would be like,
"Oh, this is after he fell from the sky."
Yeah.
Oh god, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
dude.
Some guy's like, "Would you fucking my car? I don't even remember the exact argument. I just remember that too, and I can't remember if it's in the same one or the other one. But I just remember being like, "What the fuck?"
Can I do something real quick?
Go ahead.
What the fuck is? There's something in my eyelash.
There's something in your eyelash. What the fuck are you saying?
I'm seeing something in my eyelash, like a.
Are you really? I can't tell this is leading up to a bit.
It's a piece of hair. It's like a black speck.
I'm still waiting for this to turn into a bit.
No, it's not a bit. I swear, it's bothering me. I don't know if it was like a bug or something.
Is that what you were talking about? Can I do something real quick?
No.
Go ahead.
It kind of fucked up my flow here. I want to release a call to arms.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry. So go ahead.
Different kind of release. A call to arms amongst my fellow Americans. We must take back the art that is Hollywood, the art that was American cinema. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you look at the charts, I'd say since the mid to late 2010s. Okay. The quality of movies in America has sharply decreased, but the amount of money being made by the said studios that are producing these movies has quadrupled, you know? It's very apparent that they no longer give a fuck about us as the viewer, right? Mm-hmm. These big Hollywood bigwigs. What they care about is their pockets, is keeping their investors happy at the expense of our money, our time, and our patience with these guys at this point.
But you know what?
Well, real quick, I gotta.
Sorry, go ahead. Get the thought out.
National anthem playing in the background here. I got a buddy. He saw a movie. He didn't enjoy it. He did something that I thought was impossible. He got up out of the fucking theater, walked to the ticket booth, and got a refund simply because he did not like the fucking movie. So my call to arms is when you're in a theater and you're watching a movie and it's riddled with ads, it's clearly a fucking cash grab. No time was spent on the quality of the production, but the quality of money going into the pockets of the producers. Get your ass up, walk to the ticket booth, and get your fucking money back. Stop giving money to these greedy Hollywood pigs. That is the only way to save American cinema, and that is my call to arms.
Sorry, that was my Fergie part.
F-16s fly by. Yeah, dude. Take it home. Damn right. I'm applauding my fucking self, dude. I'm serious, man.
That was Fergie, right? That did that?
Yeah.
Was it Fergie?
Yeah.
He was like,
I can't even. Yeah, it was Fergie.
Or whatever the fuck she's did.
I know. I'm trying to think so hard of a quote. No, I got nothing.
No, I agree. I think we should be doing that.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
that's the only money talks, baby. Money talks.
If we can go up to a restaurant and be like, I did not like this.
Right.
Refund me or give me a discount. Why can't we do that with movies?
Why can't we?
We should.
I'm so serious, bro.
We should. You know what though? That's the shit part is I'm sure. Or no. It's already. I think that the movie theaters license the movies, so the movie has already made their money. So you're just taking money from the movie theater. I think so.
What about box office sales?
Shit, I don't know.
Right? Because that's the.
I don't know. I don't know if we all go to see fucking Trap.
Yeah.
And half the people go put it back. They're like, "Oh, Trap made 1.5 million." Like I don't know if it goes back. You know what I mean?
But you hear them always referencing box office sales, right?
Oh, of course.
Look, if you want to go support your local theater, I completely understand that. I completely agree with that. You could do that by getting shit from the concession stand. Make a fucking sacrifice. That's true. That's buying merch.
That's the part that movie theaters really.
That's really how they profit.
Make their money. Yeah. Is the $5 fucking. Cookie dough bites that are $1 at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, dude. The $8 hot dogs.
Yeah, but you know what? You're hitting on a crazy. You're hitting on a crazy thing, but also I think the crazier part is like you're saying, like we as Americans, as film goers, should push back. But man, we have to because we keep going to see it.
Yeah, we keep going to see it, and that's the only way. I mean, unless you want to just stream fucking movies illegally from your house, which is lame as fuck to me. But if you want to if you enjoy the old school, what's the word? The
experience of going to the movie
theater. The experience of going to the fucking theater, right?
Yeah.
Then you still should
The
be able to push
novelty
the novelty.
of going
Yes,
to a
yes.
theater, yeah.
You should still be able to push back in some way. That's how you do it. You fuck up the box office sales.
Yeah, but support the movie theaters, like, you know, like Flicks, Brewhouse. You know, me and the lady, we go there every now and then. They'll they'll re-release Indiana Jones, the old ones. You know what I mean? They'll re-release Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and like, you know, go support your movie theaters like that. You know, Flicks is a great one where like they even like they'll do commemorative cups and stuff like for that movie, even though it's a re-released movie. It's not like a new movie. Like they'll do cool shit like that. So,
and you want to get behind your local theater, man, because I don't know if many states are like Texas, but the big theater here in Texas is Santikos. You know, it's a family-owned business. It's a baby corporation, but they're still heavily involved in the community. You know, they do a lot for the fucking community. So, you know, I purposely, even though, you know, Flicks was across the street from my old house, I would purposely go out of my way to go to a Santikos theater just to support local theaters. You
know what though?
What's up?
My favorite theater has slowly become Cinemark.
What do you mean?
Cinemark. Theaters?
Cinemark.
Theaters? Cinemark theaters?
Yeah.
Just really like Cinemark.
Oh,
like I just really like the theaters, the theater chain, Cinemark.
Yeah, they're a national thing, right?
They're a national thing. Yeah. So
they're
now mom and pop. I used to really fuck heavy with the Alamo Draft House, but they took my favorite fucking one.
Yeah, dude. By the
by Westlakes. Yeah.
It's fucked up. Oh, it's a Santikos now, at least, right?
Yeah, it is. Have you been there? Don't.
Not yet.
Don't. Just don't.
What's going on, man?
You know, me and the lady went, and it was just. It was so, and maybe it's just because I remember what it used to be.
Yeah.
In comparison to the Alamo Draft House, which, if you're not familiar, is like you go, you eat, you order food, you order beer, they bring it to you. There's a table in front of you. You eat your food, you watch your movie.
It's awesome. It's actually good food.
You pay a included 20% tip, even if the waiter sucks.
Right.
They like knowing what it used to be and then going in and now it being a Santikos theater, it's very much like fuck. Like it's so sterile in comparison. And it's just like it feels like I'm walking into a place that they sucked all the fun out of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Alamo Draft House used to feel like if your grandpa owned and operated a movie theater.
Yeah.
You know, it had that old, cozy, kind of rustic feel to it, man. But it was nice, you know? Whereas Santikos now, they're pushing for that trendy, more, you know, futuristic aesthetic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't compare to Alamo Draft House.
Best movie theater I've ever been to in my whole life. I don't even know what it's called.
What?
Don't even fucking know.
Is it in town?
No, it's in Temple, Texas. Temple or Killeen.
Okay.
When I lived there for a little bit with my family, there was a movie theater that was in like a little like a fucking town square kind of thing, from what I remember. And it was a single screen movie theater.
Old school shit.
Literally, you walked in.
Wow.
You bought your tickets. You walked in. There was the concession stand immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, a bar where you can look in, pick out your candy, buy your popcorn, and you walk around each side of the concession stand, and that's the theater. No, like I think there were doors on the side, but literally just you walk in. It's almost like, imagine going into the Majestic Theater.
I was gonna say
yes.
The Majestic. That's the Majestic laid out.
You walk in, you get your tickets, you go around, and it's a theater. Like literally, seats are right there.
Wow.
And the people that worked there would dress up.
Oh,
like,
come on.
They would be in like when Superman Returns came out, there was a guy dressed as Superman, there was Supergirl, there was a Batman, there was a couple dressed as Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy.
I'm gonna get emotional.
They were like they would dress up as like princesses and shit. Like, it was so cool. It was so cool. And like those types of theaters are like the ones that like I wish we had around here.
Right.
I go support the fuck out of them.
Right.
So cool. And I'm sure when I post the clip on TikTok where it'll get seen, somebody will tell me about 5 places like that in San Antonio I don't know about.
Dude, I've scoured.
I've
scoured high and low.
Let me see if
You're not going to find it, dude.
No.
I'm telling you. There's an old school theater downtown that I haven't.
Well, I'm going to find the one in Temple, so I can show you.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, but as far as here in San Antonio, for as big and as, you know, affluent as this city is in some areas, we have nothing like that, man. It's all chains and baby chains with Santikos. But yeah, I mean, that's why I say I'm getting emotional, man, because that's the shit we used to care. We used to care about, you know, art, and everything in this country has been commoditized, you know, only there to make a profit. And that's now influenced the art, whether it's movies, fucking music, literal art. It's all a cash grab, man. The culture of this country has been sucked out. And the worst part about it is the fact that we were born into this country before that really happened, and we are adults and we're seeing it lose itself, if that makes sense. You know, it's better to have never had and to have, what the fuck am I trying to say? It's better to have never had something than to have had it and lost it.
I feel you.
Right?
I can't find it. I'll find it later. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, dude. And like, I'll try to put it in the video here. But you know what I'm saying? Like we came up in a time, it was like the tail end of this country still like having a soul and shit. So when you're younger, you have memories of like those kind of theaters and those kind of experiences. And as you get older, you see those theaters getting
that
bought
died out. It died out.
abandoned,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like now, like another one is like Chuck E. Cheese. Like, you know, my kid likes Chuck E. Cheese. So like we've gone for like her birthday a couple times or like, you know, just like to go see it. And like the animatronics are gone. They don't have the animatronic band on stage anymore.
Oh,
it's all just fucking TVs that like show Chucky and the gang and shit. And I'm like, fuck,
man.
where are the animatronics? Like, where's the cool old shit? You know what I mean? And then now I'm like, all right, let's go in. Let's get our what was that? I pay for a wristband. I pay for a wristband, and then I scan that to play the game.
Scan the wristband.
Okay, cool. How many points do I have? I'm assuming it's like David. Oh, I can just pay for an hour of unlimited games?
Oh, God.
And then the points go on my wristband? Oh. Okay. Well, you know, at least, you know, like that means like I gotta like hurry and play games during that hour.
Yeah.
I can pause the hour. I can pause the hour when I eat, and then I can go back and still have all this time to play.
I gotta be honest, man. You're kind of selling the shit out of this for me right now.
But I'm just saying, I think I missed the analog world. Is what I'm getting at.
I completely understand what you're saying. And you know how that happens is like, you know, the corporation of Chuck E. Cheese, you know, their CEO looks at their fucking earnings for that year, and they're like, oh my God, we're down 5%. Our investors are gonna be so pissed. How can we save money?
That's true.
We'll stop printing out paper tickets. That'll save us easily $500,000 for for the year. And we'll stop having to maintenance those fucking animatronics.
Yep. And think about how much electricity those take up. Oh my God. Yeah. You know how many repair guys we have to go fix Chucky's fucking weird jaw?
So that CEO gets hired. He fixes the company, saves 10% on gains for that year, and the investors are happy. And now he's, you know, expected to do the same thing every year for the rest of existence. Dude, come on, man. There's not much quality to be taken away anymore, you know? So it's pretty dystopian out in this bitch, man.
Yeah, because sorry, I didn't mean for the flash to be on.
Oh, it's all good.
But yeah, no, it's like you said, it's literally cutting those corners.
Yeah, dude.
And
you're pretty deeply involved in your dad's business. You see how it has to be run, you know?
Yeah, and
it's all about like saving where you can.
You got to save where you can, you know, but there's a fine, it is a choice on a company when they're cutting corners.
Yeah.
It isn't like, oh my God, we have to do this, we're going out of business. It's like, well, we can make more money if we do this.
Right.
But is it the right thing? Are we losing enough to justify gaining X amount? Because I feel like a lot of it is companies go, well, shit, guys, the price of you know, to keep the Chuck E. Cheese thing, guys, the price of pizza dough went up by 30 cents. And then somebody goes, maybe we should raise the price by 60 cents to not only make up for the difference, but also profit a little more. And someone goes, or we can raise it by $1 to make it an even dollar upgrade. Everyone like, you know, instead of the $9 medium pizza, it's now a $10 medium pizza, you know? So that way it's just a $1 thing. It's not weird cents and stuff. It's easier to do on taxes, whatever. And then some asshole in the back goes, or this is the perfect time to make a medium pizza $17.98.
Oh,
and it's like,
God,
what the fuck?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. And you know what? They're like, we have the children's arcade scene on lock. We have no competitors. So they're not going to say, oh, fuck these high prices and go to Chucky ice cream down the street. You know? Because there's no competitors. So they have the fucking market on lock. They can do whatever they want.
I mean, and where else are you going to go? Peter Piper?
Oh, yeah, Peter Piper. That's true.
Well,
that's
I mean,
true.
that's a competitor, but it's not.
It's not
that's
much.
not a competitor. Like, what? It's Chuck E. Cheese, Peter Piper, and Incredible Pizza.
Right,
you know?
Right.
But, like, you know, no one's going to go to Incredible Pizza because it smells like feet, and I don't want to remember my divorced dad taking me there. And then no one's going to go to Peter Piper because I've been to too many birthday parties. I'm not going again, Miguel. And then like, Chuck E. Cheese is like the most, like the easiest one to get to. They're everywhere. And it's
the brand.
It's the brand, and it's the safest one.
Because adults can't get in, right?
Adults can't get in without a kid, and then you got to get that little stamp for your kids. So
which
like you
bullshit because they have some of the best pizza in the game.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Hell yeah,
dude. I went to because my kid likes Chuck E. Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the lady will take her to Chuck E. Cheese every now and then, and I know walking into Chuck E. Cheese between one pizza, one pizza, round of games and drinks at minimum, minimum, $60 has to be put aside.
Oh shit!
For one
really?
pizza and one game thing for one child.
That's really fucked
it's
up, man.
$60 fucking is what I have to allot in my brain.
Really?
Not even taking into account that now my kid can be a fucking quitter, and if we don't have enough tickets for the toy she wants, I can pay for the toy.
Right.
They do that now too, so now I got to factor that into the budget. And what if I want a fucking cookie?
Wow.
Or what if I eat the pizza because it's immaculate and I want more? That's another $27.94. Like the pizza is fucking nuts, dude. It's
good, man.
It's incredible.
It is.
Tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Costs way too fucking much.
Yeah, and that's a fucking shame. That's a shame.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there anything you want to? I want to bring up a movie that you brought up earlier, but if you have any closing thoughts,
No,
about
I just
Chuck E. Cheese,
corporate America,
yeah,
is ruining
yeah,
kids' pizza and game establishments.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's gonna be out of here soon. It's gonna be gone soon, bro.
Dude, I don't know, bro. I think they're gonna be around in some form or
so?
another. Well, we talked about this last week. Like you were like cables out of the, cables on the way out. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are on the way out. I really don't think so. There are arcades that you can go to right now to play the '80s X-Men cabinet machine.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like they still exist. Are they gonna be as like big? No.
Yeah.
But
So
I think
Chuck
they'll
E.
still be
Cheese,
around.
It'll go from like 20 in every major city to 5.
Yeah, I think it's going to become a thing like it'll be a thing kind of like going to eat at the Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
Like it's a real big novelty thing.
I was going to say
it'll be like
that word again.
Yeah, it'll be like, "Hey guys, y'all want to go to the drive-in theater? Do you want to go to Rainforest Cafe? Do you want to go to Magic Time Machine or do you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese?" Like it'll be like those weird little, that
those
novelty thing.
American treasures,
Yeah, man.
When's the last time you've been to a drive-in theater?
Actually, pretty recently, we saw the Garfield movie at the Stars and Stripes Theater in New Braunfels. I think
New Braunfels, that's New Braunfels. Is it worth the drive, man?
I think it sucks because we're in Texas.
We are in Texas,
so it's a real big toss up on if the weather makes it worth the drive.
No shit.
Yeah, well, because you're outside. I mean, like
you go at night.
I mean, even at night though, dude.
That's right.
It's
fucking like
muggy, mosquitoes. Like it's just.
Oh man.
That's just the nature of living here. I think it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth it if you go with the right group of people.
Okay.
And you have a good location.
Okay.
I think if you go with a bad group of people, it's really easy for it to be like really like unbearable. Because like there's a different etiquette, because it's not like a movie theater where like it's dark, we're all really close to each other, and I can yell at that guy 3 rows back to shut the fuck up if he's talking. Somebody can be honking their horn, a kid can be screaming, somebody could be trying to fix their radio, and all of a sudden I hear "I Want to Rock" come on the radio while they're trying to figure out what fucking station. Yeah, man. It's so I don't know. I think it's worth it if you're with the right people and if the weather's there.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
so it sucks. There's a lot of variables.
One of those variables can be fixed by, going at a more ideal time of year.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few months here in Texas where you don't step outside unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
We're actually in one of them right now,
Yeah.
But come October, November, even like spring, which is great. Some of the best weather in the country here in Texas. I think it'd be cool. The last time that I went to a drive-in theater was during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when it was like a traveling drive-in theater. And they had this massive, like, 7-story inflatable screen.
Damn.
And they cleared out a portion of the parking lot at Six Flags, and they converted it to a legit drive-in theater.
I remember hearing about that, yeah.
I took my old lady, man, and we saw Juice with Tupac. No, I'm sorry, not Juice. Poetic Justice with Tupac and Janet Jackson.
I saw
Still had
Juice.
Tupac.
Fuck, sorry. Poetic Justice. I misspoke. What the fuck?
No, I'm just thinking because Tupac's in both. But
Iman was like,
those movies could be any more.
I know. Iman was like, we saw Wayne's World. Fuck. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Just dyslexia. We saw The Pursuit of Happiness.
Passion of the Christ. Sorry. Yeah, but it was fucking. Dare I say a vibe?
Was it?
Yeah, and of course, you know.
See, I feel like the Six Flags area definitely.
You're right.
Definitely lifts that up a little bit because that's just a nice area.
Yeah,
surrounded by all the man-made rock formations and shit.
Where they took sticks of dynamite and
literal
blew craters
sticks of
into the
dynamite.
earth.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
God didn't do it good enough.
You know what's funny about that? We're all over the place here. I was talking to my old lady, man. We were passing by Six Flags, and I was like, you know, man, like. They really just blew a massive crater into the ground and put roller coasters in that bitch. Like, this is one of the wonders of Texas. Like, this is a crazy feat of engineering. And it looks pretty fucking cool. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like it's like in the shape of Texas. It's in
I don't
shape,
recall that. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
But like when you really sit and think about it, it's kind of like this shit is fucking ridiculous that they did that.
Iman said the infrastructure of Six Flags Fiesta Texas is an amazing feat done by completely terrible, selfish people.
Exactly.
Because at least when we're fracking, we're getting oil out of it.
Yeah, there's something to move society forward.
Yeah.
Whereas this,
but we blew up ground to be like, Superman gonna go right there.
for real. I just imagine the guy that's heading the operation is that fucking a Doug Dimmadome type figure, just some crazy fucking maniacal oil tycoon with daddy's money. Fuck it. Blow a hole in the ground, put roller coasters in it. It's fucking nuts, dude.
It was the guys the workers were coming up like, Mr. San Antonio Dimmadome. I realize we're blowing a lot of holes in here. I'm assuming we're looking for oil or maybe an excavation to find fossils. No, son. We're gonna put a roller coaster right there, and we're gonna put a little cowboy town right there, and then we're gonna have a place over here that looks like it's from the 50s, but it won't be from the 50s. Then there's gonna be a Panda Express attached to it, and then if you go across the street, there's gonna be a boardwalk. Is there gonna be water? No, there won't be, but it will be cool.
Yeah, that is the product of cocaine addiction.
Yeah.
Friends, okay?
And they're like, oh shit. Well, what are we gonna do over here? That's the taco dance hall. What?
Yeah. With a giant fucking Superman statue that overlooks the city at all times, dude. That place is fucking nuts.
Yeah, they're like, so we're blowing shit up. Superman's gonna go there. There's gonna be a cowboy town over there, and so we're blowing the place up. There's a cowboy town there. Superman's gonna be over there.
Yeah.
This place is gonna look like it's from fucking Greece. Is there anything else you want to add to this monstrosity that we're building? Why, yes. The mayor will be Bugs Bunny.
We let that shit slide here in San Antonio. That is actually fucking ridiculous. And I bet that same guy paid $1 million to have the stories covered up of the 50 people hit with shrapnel over the 5 years it took to fucking build the place. Just giant chunks of rock falling out of the sky at any fucking moment, dude.
I always think about if like anybody died. Like, you know
I wonder,
what I mean?
right? Like you mean during the construction or like
yeah, like they're
nearby.
making tunnels, they're playing with fucking dynamite and shit.
That was
like,
yeah.
You know, somebody turned around and they went, "Sir, we blew something up and we trapped guys in there."
Mm-hmm.
And San Antonio Dimmadome was like, "Any Americans?"
Oh no.
And he went, "Well, they're all Americans, sir." And then somebody looked up and went, "Dark complexion." And they went, "It's gonna cost too much money. That's more dynamite."
Yeah, man. If you're at home, if you're not in San Antonio or not in Texas, go on Google Maps or Google Images and look at pictures of Six Flags Fiesta Texas here in San Antonio. It is the craziest shit. They could have easily put that shit on the surface.
Yeah, no, it could have been anywhere. You know what I mean?
Like, where?
My thing is now I'm gonna go research how they built Disney World.
I'm so curious.
I'm gonna see like
so curious,
what
man.
bullshit they had to do that.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. All that destroying a piece of our planet for there to be roller coasters.
Yeah, a massive piece
and
of
for
our
it to be
fucking
ran by
planet.
the fucking Warner Brothers Corporation.
You talking about dystopian, bro? Holy shit.
Yeah, right. We have arguments now like, oh no, they're tearing down the trees to build places for people to live.
Yeah.
But back then, I bet nobody batted an eye.
Fuck,
So Daffy Duck could have a fucking water slide like shit.
Yeah, the 80s were a crazy fucking time in America. I tell you what, dude.
But,
holy shit.
Dude, so I wanted to bring something up.
Let's hear it, man.
You and I last week we ended off on the note that you hadn't seen a movie that I wanted to get your opinion on. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was my most anticipated movie of the year.
Yeah,
you have since seen it.
I've since seen it,
and that would be Deadpool and Wolverine.
Right.
What were your thoughts?
You're gonna hate me.
Oh no. Well, real quick, one of the reasons that I think it's also, it's a nice segue is because earlier in the podcast we were talking about how they milk certain things, for profits and all that. Like there's a lot of nostalgia baiting, remakes, sequels, bringing back old shit, doing 15 Bad Boys movies.
Right.
We're going to get Fast and the Furious Part 17, This is one of the movies I feel like did that well.
Did it well. Yeah.
Did it well. But anyway, sorry. So what were your thoughts overall?
I mean, that kind of adds to my point. One thing that I love about Deadpool is just how self-aware it is. They're self-aware of the industry that they're in. They're self-aware of the subgenre within that industry that they're in, And so I like the fourth wall breaks, him constantly taking jabs at a studio that's not to be mentioned for the sake of spoilers. But there's a lot of things that were enjoyable about the movie. And
I think we can spoil it. It's been out for like 4 weeks. It just crossed $1 billion at the box office.
A movie like this, you got to give it at least 2 months, I'd say, before.
Okay, guys, we're gonna talk about Deadpool spoilers.
Okay, we can leave a spoiler in there. Like
yeah. So if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, and you don't want it spoiled,
click off.
And you don't want to know that David Beckham was in. I'm kidding. If you don't want to know any of the cameos, anything, I'm sure we're gonna talk about all that.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, just get off the video.
Yeah.
And if you're still here, this is your final warning to get off because the Human Torch was in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
We go with the spoilers. Nah, dude. It was cool, man. The thing is, and this is not some grandiose synopsis, bro. It's just the way that Deadpool resonates with a lot of people, particularly people who are into superheroes and comics. I could see why you guys were so fucking excited about this, but it's just not my world, bro.
Just didn't do it for you?
It just didn't tickle my fancy. Mind you, great fucking movie. Very funny. But it was built up to, you feel me? I was really waiting for a Winter Soldier-esque type film, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Dude, the way it was talked about? Yeah, man. I was looking for something like that. So, I walk away, I'd say it was better than the average Marvel movie. A lot better than the average Marvel movie. But, not at that Winter Soldier level type shit,
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. It's doing great at the box office. It passed $1 billion.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's up there with Black Panther, the Avengers movies, the big ones.
Yeah. And you know what's, so there was a movie that came out 2 years ago. It was the
God damn it.
George. What's up?
I just need something to wipe my eyes, but I have a shirt. Remembering.
Get your towel or something.
No, you're good.
Actually, I got a bunch of shit from Goodwill in that bag. If you want.
No, you're good. Okay. You're good. Sorry, go ahead.
There was a movie came out 2 years ago, I believe. It was a biopic about the boxer George Foreman.
Okay.
I'm a big fucking boxing fan. That movie.
I'm a big fan of grills.
There we go. Oh,
there we go.
And, hey, watch the movie. You might like it. That movie is my Deadpool.
Really?
Yeah. Like the way you were excited about Deadpool, I was excited about that movie being such a fucking boxing fan, you know? But if you watch that movie, even though I think it's great, you'd be like, and it's not that it's a bad movie, it's just not your
excited
world.
About a movie about grills, you fat fuck.
Dude, the way that the grease slides off, how could you not be?
The grease slides off.
Actually, you know what's crazy? It was the only gift that I asked for my 20th birthday was a George Foreman grill.
No way.
And I have zero fucking regrets. Dude, it's incredible. But anyway.
You're like, I'd be using that shit on the regular.
I swear.
Just to heat my balls, not even to cook.
It's at my parents' house, but you got to get yourself one.
Those bitches.
All bullshit aside.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, back to Deadpool, man. So What were your thoughts about it, man? Spoilers included.
I loved it.
Do you think the hype matched?
For me, the hype matched.
Okay.
Because, and I guess maybe it was just the expectations, because I never went in being like, this is going to be a masterpiece like Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I went in, kind of like what we talked about. Captain America the Winter Soldier, perfect film. Perfect movie.
Yeah.
It kicked off a lot of stuff in our lives. It had such a big impact on us. But this movie I knew was going to be an experience, kind of like what we've been talking about with directors and such.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was going in with the mindset of, because I'm someone who loved the Logan, the last Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
So fucking good. Love that movie. It is in my head like still like top 5 films of all time for me. I think it's that good. I think it works because I'm someone who likes Western movies. That is like a great Western movie.
It incorporates everything you love about movies.
Yeah.
Period. Like all your favorite genres.
So I was really excited to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. I think he delivered. I think he did great. The suit was great when he puts the full suit on at the end with the mask and everything. I was like,
it was awesome, man.
Cinema. Like, it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
And the cameos were fucking wild. I was not expecting that. What did you think about the cameos? the surprises?
Dude, they were fucking great.
Yeah.
They were really good. I mean, like I said, I have not many bad things to say about the movie, man. I'm trying to think. You just kind of
were expecting more. You wanted a little bit more.
I guess so, yeah. You know, I was just reminded that I'm just not a crazy superhero guy, you know? But it was a good movie. I'm trying to think of a good cameo in particular. I mean, the flaming guy,
Human Torch. Yeah.
Yeah, he was fucking hilarious. I loved. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Jennifer Gardner.
Well, her too.
Blade,
bro.
Dude.
Come on,
dude.
Man.
That was when.
Come on.
So I had something spoiled for me leading up to the movie, and I had the Human Torch was in it. Was spoiled for me.
You do too much snooping, man.
I wasn't snooping. I literally wasn't snooping. Like, I literally was scrolling through Instagram, and then I saw Chris Evans in the suit, and I was like, fuck. I was mad. I was like, shit, man. And I was like, okay, well, I hope there's more shit. I hope I didn't spoil the biggest thing for me. And I didn't. Because for me, the 2 big ones, I mean, obviously Channing Tatum's Gambit, so fucking good. So cool. Especially because he had never made that movie. He had never, did you know the story behind that?
No, actually.
Channing Tatum was casted as Gambit.
Okay.
They were making his movie. They were like in the process of doing the script and making his movie. He was going to be the standalone Gambit. Like how Wolverine has his own movies. Yeah. He was going to be Gambit, like his own movie. Yeah. And it got canceled. They never did it. So this was like his opportunity to finally like play that role that according to him, he's been wanting to play for 20 years.
Wow.
So like this was like how Ryan Reynolds fought to be Deadpool. He was fighting to be Gambit. And Ryan Reynolds gave him that opportunity to be Gambit.
I saw clips of him like training for the role on TikTok.
Dude.
He put everything into that fucking role.
Dude, you could tell every time someone brings it up, he almost fucking cries. Like he's always like, this is such
that
like
man his own movie.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like I think he did it really well. Like the part, the accent and everything. And I know
no one. Come on, I'm born in Baton Rouge, you know, southern Louisiana. I spent every summer there damn near growing up, you know, very familiar with the Creole culture. You can't understand what the fuck they're saying. The way that like in Texas, they speak Spanglish, like Spanish and English. They speak like French and English, like that Creole shit. Yeah. And nobody could do that accent because it's one of the hardest accents in America to mimic. He killed that shit, dude.
He did an interview where he was also talking about like, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, what did he look at? Like, is he making fun of the accent or whatever? He talks about in one of the interviews that like he grew up in those places like Lafayette and all those places where he was around a lot of those people that had that accent, that talked like that. So he was like, I don't want to say how much, but he was around that culture, so he has some exposure to it.
Is he from?
I want to say he grew up somewhere in Louisiana, I thought.
He has a southern vibe to him.
But no, he killed it. But dude, my 2 big ones were Jennifer Gardner as Elektra. I was so excited about that. And when fucking Wesley Snipes walked out as Blade,
bro,
I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, that was. I'm genuinely surprised that the theater I was in didn't burst out with applause. Dude, it was an older theater too. I'm genuinely surprised.
I was flabbergasted. I was like, holy shit. In my theater, I saw it opening day, like first screening. at that or first screening at that theater of Deadpool.
Okay.
So I was there with I was like, oh, I'm here with like the super fans, and I probably heard like 10 people, and they all
wasn't a pop.
They all sounded no. People freaked out. Like people were like, oh shit. But I probably heard 10 people, and they sounded young. I could hear like, who's that?
Oh, ooh.
And I was like, fuck. And in my head, I'm like, even if you haven't seen the Blade movies,
come on,
you know who Blade is.
Yeah.
I was most surprised they didn't joke about his tax evasion.
Oh,
I was waiting for a tax joke the whole time.
Like The Rock, everybody has that thing in their contract. Don't speak on this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
right.
I'm
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I guarantee.
They did a lot of jokes in that movie that I was like, oh my god, they got away with that. Or
seriously,
this actor let them do like Hugh Jackman when he straight up went like when they said something about like his divorce or whatever with his wife, and I was like, oh my god. And when he talks about how Daredevil died, and Jennifer Garner's like, it's fine, it's whatever.
Yeah,
because like they're divorced in real life, like that's wild. It's.
I mean, look, dude, you think they're gonna allow that shit, to be said about them in a fucking Sundance film? Like they're getting paid a lot of money. Man.
Man.
Everybody's winning, dude. So if you can't crack a joke, don't be Taylor Swift.
But I dug it. All those cameos and stuff were so cool for me. Even when they went to the Cassandra Nova's lair and there's all the background characters. There was characters from The Punisher. There was characters from the old X-Men movies. Like everyone that you saw had a part in those old movies. Yeah. So they weren't, not a single one was just like a random fucker. Like everyone.
You're fucking selling me even more on this fucking movie. I think I really enjoyed it.
You're like, and I saw it. Like you're selling me on the movie that I saw. No, dude, it was so good. It was good. It was really good. I walked away from it going, you know what? I was thoroughly impressed. I was very happy with what I got. I want to see it again. I just haven't had the chance. Me and the lady want to go see it in IMAX.
For a fourth.
Yeah, what was that?
For a fourth time, huh?
What do you mean for a fourth time?
You saw it 3 times already, didn't you?
What the fuck? No, I only saw it once.
Really?
Who said I saw it 3 times?
I swear you saw it. You said you saw it multiple times. I don't know where I came up with 3, but
no, we wanted to. I was talking about last time we wanted to go see it again. But we haven't had a chance to. We wanted to, but every time we have an opportunity where we have the kids in daycare or something, it's like during the day, and we want to go see it in IMAX. And IMAX showings are like at night.
Look, man, you gotta go see. I know the Regal Cinema has it. They have these the RVF seating.
I know what you're talking about.
Some shit, with crazy seats. You can feel the vibration of the seats. Insane surround sound.
We did that for The Flash.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the only time that it was good, was during the opening scene. Did you see The Flash?
I stayed far away,
dude. Well, at the opening scene of The Flash is Batman and the Flash running through a city, like Ben Affleck's Batman, like him and the Flash running through a city, fighting these bad guys. There's like a whole chase sequence with Ben Affleck's Batman on like his Bat motorcycle, whatever the fuck, and that part was cool because you're like, like doing this the whole fucking time. After that,
your seat. I'm sorry to cut. Your seat was moving.
Yeah, are we talking about the same type of thing?
The butt kicker seats.
I just remember it was. I think this one was at a Cinemark. Maybe it's a different type of experience.
Okay, dude. If I paid $50,
was it D-Box? Am I thinking about? Maybe it's D-Box.
D-Box 4D. Okay, I didn't pay for D-Box.
It was something like that. I think it was D-Box because like my seat was like our seats were like. Boom, boom,
and that's what I thought I was gonna be getting, man.
Yeah, no.
And it was just a little vibration.
No. Wait, what the fuck? You just got done telling me, you know what you should go look at. And now that we're talking about it, you're like, it actually was kind of shit.
No, it was awesome. But when you're expecting that, I was like, what the fuck?
No, you got to go do D-Box.
Oh, but those are probably really
you know what, D-Box, I don't remember how much we paid for it, but I just remember that we got the D-Box seats, and it's not like a theater of D-Box.
Okay.
It's like it's like a bunch of regular seats, and like in the middle, like 3 or 4 rows, there's like 4 D-Box.
Oh, that's seats. Fucking awkward. So everyone's looking at you.
It sucks because like
fucking elitist.
There's a guy next to me. There's a guy next. We're watching The Flash and fucking D-Box, and again, it's mixed seating. So it's you're in D-Box, and the person next to you might not be in D-Box. So there's a guy next to us, like just like, well, like the stuff's going on, and they're like, Batman, you gotta get the guy. You gotta. Oh no, we're on the bridge. And he looks over at me, and they're like, Batman, you gotta get the guy. Batman, he's on the bridge.
That Batman, is obnoxious.
Wonder Woman's here, Batman.
That is fucking obnoxious. Oh, that's so odd.
And I'm just like, I'm just like
spilling coffee and shit.
I know. I'm just like, what do you think? And this guy's like,
Yeah. Oh, that's awkward. That's fucking awkward. Did you feel the theater staring at you?
No, you know, we saw The Flash after it had been out for a little bit.
Oh,
So
okay,
it was even worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
it
was
wasn't
casual.
It wasn't like a packed theater.
Yeah.
It was it was like 15 people and we were two of them, and everybody else is like scattered around watching The Flash, and you know, everyone's watching this movie, and you know, they just hear our seats going
Oh my god. And they're fucking squeaky, of course they're
Hey, but it was fun. I dug it.
That sounds
Completely inconsiderate for the people around you.
Oh, fuck them. They should have bought the seats themselves. But that's the shit that I'm talking about,
Iman said, get good, you fucking pores.
Hey, let them eat cake. No, but that's the shit that I'm talking about, man. I told my lady, I'm probably never going to buy another regular ticket again. Like, this was so, just the sound quality, how big the screen was, it felt like an experience again. I love that shit, man.
And, you know, maybe that's just I saw people who saw Twisters.
Yeah,
in like 4D, and like they had like fucking ponchos on and shit. So just throwing water at them and all that. And what was that?
It's not here in town, is it?
I don't know if 4D was here in town, but yeah, no, they saw Twisters, and it was 4D. They had to wear ponchos because they were getting all wet and shit. And then after the guy got off screen, and then the rain started, then they got wet again. Okay.
Wait, what?
Making a joke about the hot guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen Twisters yet.
I didn't see it either. I remember the girl wanted to go see it, and we just haven't. We never had an opportunity to go see it. It's hard when you have a kid to go see movies. It's nuts. And then when we do go see movies, it's like, yo, there's got to be like the list of like the short list of movies that we're like, we gotta see. You know, we gotta see it. We can wait on Twisters.
Yeah.
I cannot wait on Deadpool. If you can, that's too bad.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I think there's something that we being people raised by Gen X parents could all agree on, a shared experience of our parents saying, this movie, I really want to fucking see it, but my kid is way too young to see it. Fuck you. You're going to come watch this movie with us. Because I recall seeing movies. I saw Jeepers Creepers, bro, when I was like 5. I mean, I saw a lot of really fucked up movies at a premature age simply because my parents like drugged me to the fucking theater because they want to see it. I feel like your parents probably did the same shit. It's like, dude, you're buckle up, buddy.
Yeah, dude, being someone, again, same age range, grew up in the same way.
Yeah.
My parents would just leave my fucking ass at home.
Oh, damn.
I think
man.
no, like I remember me and my siblings would stay at home. Every now and then they'd get a babysitter. Yeah. You know, but usually it was me babysitting. And then they would get a babysitter other times to tell people, we do get a babysitter. It's not just a 12-year-old watching them.
That, yeah.
Just so other people wouldn't know.
Right. It's for the aesthetic.
But exactly. No, but I remember, I do remember seeing a lot of movies with my mom because my dad just didn't want to go.
Oh, really?
So I was the proxy date.
Oh, man.
So like I remember one of them was like Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
And my mom was like, I want to see Pursuit of Happiness. I want to see Pursuit of Happiness. And I was like, I want to see Pursuit of Happiness. And she was like, yeah, it's an adult movie, you dumb shit. Yeah. You can't go see it. And she'd be like, Jimmy, take me to go see Pursuit of Happiness. And he's like, I'm not watching that. And she's like, Jim, take me to go see Pursuit. I'm not watching that.
I'm watching that shit.
Yeah, like and then
I don't want my son to see me cry.
I don't want my son to see me cry.
Can't be tough during that fucking
and movie. And then she was like, well, shit, I guess we're not seeing Pursuit of Happiness. And then all of a sudden, me and her in the theater watching Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, man.
So, but Pursuit of Happiness is still one of my favorite movies. It's so good.
It's adult, but it's just more sad.
Dude, it is. Yeah. I remember like not fully being able to grasp some of the shit that was going on.
Yeah.
Like I remember at that, because I wasn't like young, but I do remember being young enough to being like, why are they sleeping in the bathroom? Mm-hmm. Why is the man kicking the door? Yeah. What's going on? Mom, what's wrong? You're like, oh, shut the fuck up. Exactly.
Oh man, that's a tough one, dude.
Shut the fuck up, you're an accident, baby.
Yeah, you don't got to be old enough to like, or you don't have to be able to understand the themes, but you could understand a tone.
Feel it,
at
bro.
That fucking age. When that little motherfucker dropped his toy in the street, They couldn't go back for it because they were going to miss the bus.
God, dude.
They couldn't get another
that
ticket.
traumatizes me to this day.
Oh, come on.
To this day. Because, like, my daughter will, like, lose a toy or something.
Yeah.
Or she'll leave a toy at home. She's like, oh, my toy. And I'm like...
You'll always go
I'm like, I got it, Jaden. I mean,
on a fucking plane. Turn the plane around.
Exactly. I'm like, my X-ray machine. I gotta get my kid to the Asian daycare.
Real quick moment of honesty. What a dumb fuck, bro. He got roped into a pyramid scheme and fucked up his family's future. He made something good out of it, but come on, dude.
But look, back then, like now, like you know, not to, goddamn.
What's up?
I was about to say not to make it about me, but anyway, make it about me.
Let's hear it.
No, but like for example, like I do a lot of the brand shit.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll get invites for shit and I'll like Google it and I'm like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Back then, you couldn't do that shit.
Yeah, you could.
Like, you know, this guy came up in a nice suit and went, you want to buy some radar dishes? And he was like, of course. Here's my entire life savings.
That's where you can't even fucking say it with a straight face. That is stupid, bro. Come on. That's finance 101.
I like
dude.
to imagine that the movie is over dramatizing that.
Okay, fair enough.
And he didn't actually spend his entire life savings on it because
It's a bold leap.
Can you imagine the shit that you would get if one day you came home and you told your old lady, hey, we don't have any money.
Yeah.
Because I spent it on a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And like, one, how much shit would you get? But then you have to explain it.
Yeah.
Like, so what is it, Iman? What pyramid scheme did you get roped into? Well, I bought 70 machines that are the size of those projectors that we used to use in middle school that can take photos.
Yeah.
And she's like, you mean the thing that everyone's fucking phone does? And you're like, listen, honey.
Listen, baby. Don't jump to conclusions. Well, you also got to explain why you don't have a fucking living room anymore, because that was now storage for the inventory that he was going to push. Come on, dude.
Honey, why do we need TV waves when we got all these microwaves? We got all these x-rays.
Oh my god, just to make it more realistic, have a series of tumors growing on the characters as the movie progresses.
I always thought about that. Like, they're carrying around those shits like my man was never like I got an appointment at 3:30 and I got chemo at 5.
Yeah. That's where all the money went. Read the book, bro. They were paying for chemo.
Like, honey, I spent half my life savings on the x-ray machines. Oh, but we still have some left.
Nope.
We did. But I had to buy all the research from fucking Chernobyl.
Yeah. That movie might.
I had to spend the rest of it on fucking Radaway.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, he looks at his wife. She's like, honey, why do you look like that? Why are you talking about smooth skin?
Oh my god.
Oh
the
god.
fucking Fallout references.
I know. I just you know your references that lead into each other.
No,
Will
for
Smith
sure.
and Fallout. Oh god.
Oh, dude, yeah, I kind of see that movie in a whole different light now.
Yeah.
We got some minutes left, dude. You've been sitting on a video for like 2 months now. Do you want to?
You know what?
Save it for next week.
We'll save it for next week.
Okay.
Save it for next week. And you know, my favorite thing to do on these episodes.
Let's hear it.
Is to end it when people least expect it.